Good morning, campers. Let's do a reading. I want to do today your month ahead because we just started December. So we're going to do your month ahead for this collective. But first, as always, with those readings, we're going to start from how was your month of November? So you know that this is your collective. So what was going on in November for this collective? What was going on in November? What was going on in November? What's going on in November? Two more. Hold on. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. Let's see, what do we have? I feel like this is gonna be a I love reading, but we will see. Overall, I was looking at this. You have bad karma. You have bad karma, right? I don't feel like some sort of a bad karma for this collective. I don't feel it, but I feel that it would be, you would feel like it wasn't really a good month. You would be happy to say goodbye to November, right? So maybe you thought to yourself, what kind of a bad karma is this? What kind of a bad luck is this, that these things are happening? So it wouldn't be, and all the cards are sort of a black. There's only one that is like lighter, or all the cards are black. So it would be a bit of a dark month for you emotionally. I'm hearing emotionally heavy, very slow. I'm hearing as well. We have a runner. This is your first card. We have a runner. We have bad habits as well. I'm not sure that I can show you what's on the card, but we have bad habits as well. We have third party, and we have soul tie. Soul tie. So there's someone connected to you, this collective, that you believe that this is your soul tie. You believe that this is someone that you have a true soul connection with. This person would be currently in a runner energy, so running away from the connection, running away from the feelings. I'm hearing as well from the relationship. Maybe there is some negative energy and negative karma. I'm not hearing around this connection so much. I'm hearing more around this person. So some habit that cannot be broken, some negative karma that they still need to clear out. And we have that third party. So it's a detail as well. There would be a third party in this connection. I am hearing a person, to be honest, but it may be just third party is not necessarily a person. It can be those habits and those karmic ties. But let's continue. But only having that on the table as a theme for November, your focus in November would be the connection with this person as well. We have unappreciated. We have unappreciated. We have legal issues. Hold on. All right. All right. All right. We have spiritual hater, you guys. That's on top of that third party. What I'm hearing with this one, I'm hearing a couple of things, to be honest, but I'm hearing that maybe there is someone that is connected to, there's definitely a person. Like I mentioned, you guys have to remember, third party is not always a person. In a connection, in a tie, third party is not always a person. It can be job, it can be karmic interference, but that person, if it is a person, that person is not necessarily a romantic relationship. It can be a family member, it can be a karmic friend, someone who is interfering. It's the third wheel, right? So I am hearing that this is definitely a person. It would be someone with that spiritual hater. I'm hearing few things. Either this person is very non-spiritual, but not necessarily in a sense of spirituality. You know how people these days think that spirituality is this trend sometimes, right? And spiritual means that you believe in spirits and you burn sage. Spirituality is just being connected to your own spirit, knowing your own truth, knowing the truth of light, being awakened to the truth of light, right? So this person, when I say this person is very much not spiritual, I don't mean that they don't know stuff about spirituality, because we may have people who don't know stuff about that spirituality as we mean it. They may be, for example, a religious, but as a good person, as a properly religious person, they can be very kind, very like connected to the meaning of life, to what's beyond. So that's definitely not the case. So I'm hearing that this person is everything not that I just said, right? So they would be someone very 3D, very shallow. I was hearing as well that when you think about it, you think to yourself, how can this person, how can my person be associating themselves with this person? Right? Like, so they're so completely different than I am. They're so completely different than even my person is. They're so shallow. They're so ego-based, I'm hearing, that it's like you would be getting bad vibe from this person. Like, bad vibe. And I'm hearing that maybe for some of you even, maybe this, if you are already on the path of spirituality, if you are that spiritualist, if you talk out loud about it, about love, unconditional love, going inwards, inner work, being kinder, being, true spirituality, maybe this person even talks negatively about you. Especially that we have irritate their demons at the bottom of the deck. You know how I always say this to you guys, if someone doesn't embody something, they will never believe it in other people, right? So if you yourself, for example, are very ego-based, and you always have an agenda, and you always have a relationship, thinking if this other person has money, or what they're going to buy to you, what they're going to do to you, you will never believe that there are people who are good and don't have an agenda. If you are someone that you don't cheat, or you never been cheated on, right, you're going to believe that it's possible. But if you yourself are a cheater and a liar, you will never trust that people are not that, right? Because what we ourselves cannot embody, we don't believe that it's possible. If you're someone that you only had bad experience in love, and you had your heart broken so many times, you're not going to believe that true love exists. Why? Because people don't know how to properly heal from negative experiences, from traumas, projections. I say this to you guys always. I want to do a couple of more for this third party and spiritual hater. Let's maybe do 2 more. Let's get more details. Conversation and forgiveness. That's interesting. I'm guided to do a separate spread for this energy, because I'm now feeling that maybe this person is already clearing that. I mean, your person is already clearing this, and they're talking to you about this. We have, before we do that, we have new chapter and we have reminiscing. So I feel like although it was a difficult month, you would still have this maybe you have this inner feeling that a new chapter is coming, that some sort of a shift is coming, that some sort of a change is possible. With that reminiscing and with soul ties, maybe you I'm hearing sentimental as well. Maybe you were a little sentimental in the month of November, thinking a lot about good memories with your person. I want to let's clarify what's going on now. Now, what is in this energy now? This third party energy. I'm getting like conflicting feelings. One more. I'm getting like conflicting feelings, and I'm feeling confused. So maybe that's why you are feeling confused. I want one more for that, not today. To be honest, you guys, I feel like this is not over yet. You know how sometimes coffin, just when I said it. So it is. Oh my God, it is and it isn't. So we have a hammer, right? Hammer is actually, as I allocate it, to me it's actually a good card, right? Because yes, it does, it also says like interrogation, sabotage, but it's rebuilding, it's persistent, it's working on it, it's trying hard, right? We have 2 cards of commitment, wedding rings and engagement rings. So we have abundance, we have that coffin and not today. What I'm hearing, and we have heart healing, what I'm hearing, okay, is that there was a third party in your situation, this negative, non-spiritual, very matrix, 3D, kind of a shallow person, okay, surface level shallow person. I feel this was something that was at one point serious when it comes to that person and your person. So maybe they were engaged, maybe they were even married, maybe they had a serious relationship, they shared life. They're showing me chains, they're showing me like someone trapped. So maybe this person, your person, for a very long time felt trapped by this person, by commitments that they had with this person. I feel like when I'm asking in my mind, is it over? It's like a yes and a no. And I'm looking at this karma. It's like in this person's heart, in your person's heart, this third party is over. They would know right now that this was a karmic relationship that they no longer wanted, right? No, it's just like, no, I don't want it. I don't want to deal with it. I want to liberate myself. What's dead, it's dead. Okay, but they're not completely yet freed from this energy. And I say this to you guys all the time. The most important choice and a decision we have to take is the choice is that most important part, right? Choice, the decision. I talked about this on my Instagram when I was talking about the full moon energy, a little bit here on my stories as well, that the most difficult thing when you're standing in front of like in a crossroad, you have to decide. I want to be with this person. Boom, decision. I don't want to be with this person. Boom, decision. I don't want to continue in this job. Boom, decision. When you decide it in your heart and in your mind and in every cell of your body, it doesn't mean that it's going to come into fruition the next day, but you're already opening a gate through taking that firm decision, sending a signal to the universe, help me out here. Okay, help me out. I want out, or I want to be with this person, right? So I feel like for your person, that decision has been taken. But to take the decision, it doesn't necessarily mean, right, that all my karma is gonna naturally and miraculously next day it's gonna disappear, right? I feel that there's still somehow linked to this person. And I always say this to you guys, when we have karmic connections, breaking up with someone or deciding to break up with someone, it's not what dissolves these cords. We have to learn our lessons, we have to close it well. In case of the divine masculine that are connected to someone, especially those that are in serious relationships, right? Because I always say this to you guys, masculines usually go like 2 directions. One of them, they become this forever Casanova, never attach themselves, only one night stands and only shallow relationships, and the other group goes towards like those karmic ties, those stronger bonds that they need to clear out. So if there was something serious, if there was marriage, engagement, or conversations about this, I don't think, and every time I look at this card, I just get the vibe of this person. It ain't pretty. They're not gonna go away so easily. And I know that in normal world, this is what I always say to you guys, advice that I give to my divines is a completely different story than for other collectives, right? So for normal people, sometimes people already break up, move out, move on, right? And they still have some karmic attachments. Let it be finances, let it be deciding on custody, let it be still some energetic cords, still some, heavy emotions. In normal situations, in normal life, sometimes you can be already aligned with a soulmate that will help you go through it, right? But not with the divines, because we really have to clear out everything, right? Clear out our karma to be ready for the beautiful divine union. And especially for the masculines, because it is on them to end this with a masculine strength, right? So in divine love, it's not going to happen that you're already in union with your person and then their ex is going to call them in the middle of the night because, oh my God, I cannot live without you, you have to come. No. With masculine firmness, if they are in their true divinity, in their divine masculine, they have to close this. They have to get rid of this. They have to really dissolve the cords, right? So I feel we're not there yet. But with that forgiveness and that conversation, what I was hearing is that maybe your person reached out to you recently. Maybe they said that things are over, that they want to talk to you, that they want your forgiveness, that now they realize that this person wasn't the person, that this person wasn't right for them. Because I'm sensing this conflict. There's intention, there's truthfulness, but there's no complete readiness when we talk about karma, okay? This is taking us in a bit of a direction that let's tap into your emotion as well, just to confirm. Or no, I want to do a couple more of these. Sorry. You would be confused too, okay? Because I'm very confused. Let's do a couple more of these. Hold on. We had this for here. Let's do one more row, maybe. Rather unappreciated time. I'm hearing two things with this. Maybe this person mentioned to you that it was never your time when you guys met. Maybe you, for a very long time, also believed that it was the right person, but the wrong time, that it wasn't the time, that all in divine timing, right? But what I'm hearing with this now, that there is some sort of a movement in this collective. There is some sort of a conversation. There are things that are brewing, I'm hearing, right? Many different things happening. But maybe you are asking yourself, is it time? Because when we are healing, when we're entering our divine feminine energy, right? We start to really sit in this complete trust. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I know you're going to find your way back to me, my love. I know you're going to figure out your part on the journey. And I'm going to be that beacon of light for you, right? And sometimes things start to happen, and when we feel that our masculine is not yet in the masculine energy, we sense it, but there are always signs. For example, if they're still in any kind of communication with their exes, if they still have their exes on social media, if they still watch you on social media from fake accounts instead of just upfront from, right, honestly, there's still some deception, there's still some fear, there's still some insecurity, which means that they're not yet in their masculine energy. And we normally sense that. So as much as we long for them, just as they long for us, it is our responsibility to be the keeper of the values of that relationship. As we come to union, it has to be pure, it has to be honest, it has to be transparent, it has to be vulnerable. There is no place for fear. There's no place for checking from fake accounts. There's no place from, I want you, I miss you, but I still, my ex still has my social media and she still sometimes texts me because she feels lonely. That ain't divine. That ain't masculine. I'm hearing that this person caused a lot of trouble in your person's life. Ego, bad habits, legal issue, ego. Maybe some of these things are coming to the surface right now. They're showing me that this person or your person already knows that they know. They see it crystal clear. This is why they already want a new chapter. But I feel like they've taken a step a little bit too soon. Things are not yet closed, and it's like they already want this movement with you. Shadow side. Shadow side. There is a really breakthrough moment with this third party. This is how sometimes it starts to make sense why this third party existed. We need third parties. We need all these women. We need all those karmic friends. We need them because this is how our masculines learn. We learn differently on this journey. They learn because they're rulers of the physical plane. They're rulers of the 3D, the matrix. It's a little bit harder for them to just learn through connecting to the truth of spirit, right? They need those karmic lessons. I feel like they now know. This is why they want this forgiveness. Maybe there's something that happened with this person that they realized how much they screwed up, that they realized how false, how masked, how low vibrational this person was. I sometimes say this to you guys, sometimes our masculines, when they have this revelation, when they have this aha moments, they start to realize things. It's like they start to feel so embarrassed. How could I not see this? How could I not see my beautiful, wonderful, glowing angel of a feminine? Maybe that's how they feel about you. And I was stuck with this monster, right? How could I not have seen it? And sometimes they know that certain things still need fixing, clearance, but they're so eager to speak to you, to speak to, their feminine. I want to let you know that I know now that it was a mistake. I feel like they really wanted that conversation. I feel like there was a conversation, that they wanted this conversation, that they needed this conversation. Chaser. I'm actually hearing that they were chasing the wrong things, and they would realize that that's what I'm hearing. I was chasing the wrong things. I was chasing not just the wrong woman, but the wrong things. I want to start new. I want to start fresh. Missed opportunities. I'm hearing, hold on. I'm hearing that the moment they realize, sometimes it happens, right? We're all different. We're all different pairings. We have all different lessons. We have all different characters. We all have different frequency, right? And we have all a very unique, magical journey as a pairing. So some masculines, the moment of that realization, again, I'm giving you a bit of a crash course. We talked about how they connect to that third party, right? Some of them go Casanova, some of them go attached to something very nasty. But the moment of aha, the moment of realization, the moment like, shit, I have screwed up deeply, okay? How could I have screwed up so much? They all have that moment. And when that moment comes, some of them go into this complete distress. This is going to be a missed opportunity. She's never going to know. She's going to walk away. I have to act. I have to do something now. And boom, they enter. But it's a bit premature, right? Because like I said, this is not a divine masculine energy, right? As long as you're not ready to come in as my man, as my protector, right? You're not ready. If there's still fear, if there's still insecurities, if there's still, right, you're not ready. And some masculines, but the need to reach out for you to know, to lock you in because it's going to be a missed opportunity is too strong. But some of them, they remain in the darkness thinking there's nothing more that I want to reach out to make her know. But I have to figure out why I screwed up as I screwed up. I have to make sure that I'm going to correct certain things, that I'm not going to bring that baggage into our relationship, right? Sorry. And we have unworthy. That's the last card. You have unappreciated and unworthy. I feel a lot happened this month of November for this collective. I feel like there was a lot of movement, a lot of conversations, a lot of emotions, a lot of shadows coming to the surface. You would have a sense and a belief that this is starting a new chapter. And I feel like this is starting a new chapter, but it may necessarily not be in a way that you think, because there are still certain things that need to be cleared out. But I feel you would know this with this time. Is it time? When we are truly in our divine feminine, we sense if our masculine is already there, or there's still certain things that need to happen. There's still a little bit of worthiness, right? All right. If that crazy story resonated, let's see. Let's see what's gonna come in a month of December. Hold on. Sorry, I had to turn off the heating because I'm sweating. Okay. Month of December. Let's do a couple of emotions. Let's do what emotions are gonna be. I want to do surrounding your connection. Surrounding your connection. Okay. That's a good start. I want to do 2 more for your first row. Okay, too many. No, sorry, too many. 1 more. Okay. All right. So your first card is happiness, which is good. I'm hearing a few things with this. I'm hearing overall, this collective, you're happy. That's it, period. You're happy. You would be in this moment of life that you're happy. And things can be happening, things can be difficult, things can be challenging, but you're happy. You know that you're happy. And you want this happiness to be a theme for your life at this point, right? And what I was hearing as well, with this happiness, is that, you know, different things happen on this magical journey. Life surprises us, we surprise ourselves, our counterpart surprises us. We discover the mysteries of life and the mysteries of, human nature. It's a magical journey. It's a beautiful journey. My candle just went crazy. And when we are in separation, especially if it's long, there's so many feelings, of insecurity, of doubt, of pain, of, shadows emerging to the surface as we heal. And sometimes we know that our masculines are not yet ready. Sometimes they return with breadcrumbs. Sometimes they return in this energy that from the first word we know, because a true masculine who knows, you're my woman, I love you, I want you. There's certain things that it doesn't fly with that energy, right? But even if, so we dream always about our masculine returning to us in his divinity, so we can be happy, so we can thrive together, so we can live our mission together, right? So we can teach other people love, something that we're already doing without them. But however they return, that's what I was hearing, there's a reason for this deviation. However they return, this comeback, even if it's just a check-in, and even if it's just confirmation, ridiculous, on some level it always makes us happy. It always makes us happy. So that's what I was hearing in my mind, that despite the fact that this is madness, it's tears, it's shadows coming to the surface, right? The fact that he went back into your orbit and into your energy, it made you happy. It made you somehow happy. That's what I was hearing. Okay, let's continue. We have few